Hello everybody and welcome to this video. Today I want to help you to decide which phone you want to get. If you're looking for renewing your contract or just signing for a 2-year contract, you're looking at the S5 or you're looking at the HTC M8, hopefully I can help you to decide. And we're going to talk about the main differences between these two phones. So let's go ahead and start with the general specs. These both phones share the same screen resolution. We're looking at a 1080p display. Same operating system, Android KitKat, the latest version. And that's as far as what they share. And also the RAM, 2 gig of RAM. The storage, they both come in 16 or 32 gigabyte of internal storage, but you can also use an SD card up to 128 gigabyte. With the S5, you can remove the back, as you guys can see right here, and you can insert the SD card right there. With the HTC M8, you're gonna need a special tool that comes with the phone to access the spot right there for the SD card. This can be an inconvenient, something to keep in mind now. So as far as the display, we're looking at a 5.1 inch display or screen size on the S5 versus 5 inches on the HTC M8. The S5 offers fingerprint scanner right here. You don't get that with the HTC M8. Also with the S5, you get the hard monitor right here on the back. Again, you don't get that with the HTC M8. As far as the battery on the S5, it's removable. Again, you can open the back of the phone and you can see the battery right there. So if you want to buy an extra battery, you can do it. With the HTC M8, you cannot access the internals of the phone. So whatever battery you get, that's what you get. You cannot upgrade or remove the battery. Also with the S5, some versions of this phone are waterproof. Just to give you guys here an idea, the port right here to access the 3.0 USB port, as you guys can see, there is a seal right there. This particular phone, I don't think it's waterproof. Again, some versions are, so you're gonna have to check with your carrier. But that's something that is not an option with the HTC M8. Now, also the rear cameras. On the S5, we get a 16 megapixel rear camera with flash. On the HTC M8, we get a dual 4 megapixel rear camera with flash. Also, the front-facing cameras. On the S5, we get a 2 megapixel front-facing versus 5 megapixel front-facing camera on the HTC M8. The other thing with the S5, you can record in up to 4K or 2160 pixels at 30 frames per second. With the HTC M8, you can only record up to 1080. As far as the processors, we get a 2.5 gigahertz quad-core processor with 2 gig of RAM on the S5 versus 2.3 gigahertz quad-core processor with 2 gig of RAM on the HTC. However, guys, when I tested the phones doing the benchmarking test and quadrant, the HTC scores the highest on every test, and we're gonna show you that later. The other thing too is the battery. On the S5, we get a 2800 milliamp battery versus 2600 milliamp battery on the HTC. And again, keep in mind, with the S5, you can remove it and use an additional battery. With the HTC, that's all you get. As far as the weight, we get 145 grams weight on the S5 versus 160 grams on the HTC M8. As far as the technology with the displays, Super AMOLED, again full 1080p display with the S5 versus Super LCD display full 1080p with the HTC. As far as the design and the body of the phone, on the HTC M8 we get a full metal body, aluminum body on the HTC M8 versus the plastic rear on the Samsung Galaxy S5. So when it comes to the body and the design, in my opinion, guys, the HTC M8 is the most beautiful, the best looking phone available right now. With that being said, the S5 is also a really good looking phone, and it looks really good. It feels good in the hand, but you get more better look, I will say, with the HTC M8 and the aluminum body. Now, when it comes to the screen resolution or pixel density, we get more pixel density with the HTC, with 441 pixel density versus 432 on the S5. Last but not least, guys, the speakers on. The speakers on the HTC M8 are the best speakers in the market right now. Super clear and loud speakers. We get one on the top and one on the bottom of the phone, versus the single speaker right here on the Samsung Galaxy S5. Both phones offer the eye blaster. One is right here on the S5, and this whole top part glass right here is the eye blaster on the HTC M8. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and show you a couple of benchmarking results, and let's take a quick look in general as far as the operating system and different applications, and probably show you guys some tests playing some high graphic games, and also the camera interface. Alright guys, when it comes to the camera interface, this is the interface right here on the S5. We get option for camera, for pictures and video right there. We get mode. We get several modes right here. We also get right here the front-facing camera. We get access to this option right here, which is going to highlight or focus on the object versus the background, and it's going to make objects stand out from the background. There's a similar option on the HTC M8. You can turn that on and off. There's the HDR mode, and we get access also to more settings right here. And as you guys can see, this camera has a lot of different settings. We can change the picture resolution right there. You get the burst shot, picture stabilization. What else we have here? Full HD. So this is what I was telling you. You can record in up to 2160, which is a 4K video. You can do also slow motion and fast motion video. You can zoom in the audio. You get different effects right here. You can also, of course, do the timer. Again, HDR, location, preview, white balance, exposure, guidelines, voice control. So that's the interface on the S5, and let me show you guys now the interface on the HTC M8. Alright friends, this is the interface on the HTC M8. Again, here's the option to take pictures. In order to switch or change that, we click right here and we get options to camera, video, Zoe camera, selfie, which is going to be the front-facing camera, dual capture, so you can capture with both cameras and at the same time, rear and front-facing camera, and then you can do panoramic. Now, right here, we get access to control the flash. We get a quick preview here to the gallery. If we click right here in the corner, we get different options as far as settings of the camera, and if we click right there in the setting, we also get more settings right here that we can adjust. Some of them similar to the ones that I show you on the S5, just a different interface. And then right here we get the different filters. So that's as far as the interface on the HTC M8. I'm going to include some picture samples and videos for you guys both phones. This is the application to monitor your heart rate that I told you about, and basically we're gonna press our finger on the back of the phone and that's how it works. And this is something right now kind of unique to the Samsung Galaxy S5. You're not gonna get this option with the HTC M8. The S5 comes with Polaris Office 5, which is gonna let you open, edit, or create different Office documents. I noticed on the HTC M8 they don't include any application to do that. But you know, there are many applications that you can download from the Android market that will do the same thing. But just to keep in mind, the S5 comes with Polaris Office 5. Now, as far as the look on both phones, we have again Android KitKat. We get the notification by swiping down, and we get access to more settings right here. Here on the HTC M8, similar situation. Here's the app drawer on both. On the Samsung S5, we go to the sides. On the HTC, we go up and down. You can also click right here in the corner on both to edit, create a folder, hide or unhide, and uninstall or disable different applications. On the HTC M8, we get this application right here where you're gonna get the different notifications of news, articles of different subjects. You can also get notifications of YouTube and Facebook. There is a similar application right here on the S5, and it's the application called My Magazine. You can also categorize these by different subjects and also get notifications, as you guys can see here, from YouTube and a couple of social medias. So this is again similar, but it's not the same, but pretty much you get about the same features. Here's the dialer interface on both guys. On the HTC M8, we get a black dialer versus a white dialer on the Samsung Galaxy S5. Let's go ahead and do a test call here, calling customer service, and we're gonna use a speakerphone.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Para español, oprime la estrella. If you're calling about the number ending in 2387, press 1.
Alright, let's go ahead and try the same thing right here on the HTC M8. And here's the speakerphone.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Para español, oprime la estrella. If you're calling about the number ending in 9050.
As you guys can see right here, we can also create folders on both phones. Here's a folder on this S5, and here's the same folder on the HTC M8. What's the weather like?
It's 85 degrees and clear in Bellevue.
BestBuy.com. BestBuy.com. And both phones are connected, guys, to the 4G network. And as you guys can see, the browser experience is actually pretty good. It opens everything pretty quick and very responsive when it comes to the voice search.
Comstock Avenue towards
Head
South
east on
35th
Comstock
Street.
Avenue towards South 35th Street.
And guys, this is a quick look here at Google Earth. We're looking right now at the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. And as you guys can see, it looks super cool. Really good performance because of the quad core and the 4G network. And guys, here's the score for the quadrant. We get 20,587 points on the S5 versus 24,866 points on the HTC M8. Here's the scores on the Antutu benchmark. On the S5 we get 34,780 points. On the HTC M8, 37,057 points. Alright guys, this is filming in 1080p at 60 frames per second with the HTC M8. Alright guys, the decision is yours. I hope this video helps, and I will finish this telling you that if you are the owner of one of these two phones, congratulations. You got two of the best phones available in the market right now. Samsung Galaxy S5 and HTC M8. Guys, thanks for watching this video. Subscribe for more. We'll see you later.